Hello everyone, my name is Usainath. I am from CSMC section. Today we are explaining about C programming. What now we are explaining in C programming we are explaining about for loops, demystifying the for loops in C. Embark on a journey to understand one of the fundamental control structure in C programming. The for loop it is a powerful tool for automatically representative task and streaming your code. First, we will discussing about what is meant by for loop. Anyway, do you use it? A for loop is a in C control flowchart statement that allows code to be executed repeatedly based on set conditions. It's particularly useful when you are no exact number of iteration required. Efficient repetition of code blocks. Ideal for fixed number of iterations simplifies complex sequence operations. For loop installation. Installation means installing the for loops in the programming. And domain of for loop. Installation, condition, iteration. In first we will instalize the for loop. It means installation means executed once at the beginning sets up the loop control variable. Next we will go to write the condition. Evaluate before each iteration. If true, the loop continues otherwise. After the completion of condition, we will do iteration. Iteration is not nothing but doing the program execution. Executed after each loop, typically update the control variable. First steps, a simple counting example. Let's look at a basic example for loop counting from 0 to 4. This demonstrates how to three parts of the loop. First we will write a program include std.h int main for int I equals to 0 I greater than 5 I increment printf count percentage d slash n common return. For loops with arrays iterating through collections. For loops is incredibly useful processing elements within arrays, accessing each term systemically. First, we will in the for loops arraying program include std dot into main into numbers. We will give first numbers of for loops into size of the numbers and size of the numbers. For int I equals to 0 I greater than size less than size I increment. Then we will print the elements in index percentage d number. Nested for loops. When loops call other loops. When you need iterate over multiple dimensions like 2D or generate patterns, nested for loops come in handy. In nested for loops include std.header int main for int I equals to 1 I greater than 3 I increment for int j equals to 1 j greater than or equals to 2 j increment. Then print both I and j values. Outer I percentage inner percentage stands I comma j. Common pitfall and how to avoid them. Example of infinite loops. Infinite loops nothing but occurs when the condition never becomes false. Ensure you iterations statement modifies the control variable to eventually terminate the loop. Off by one errors often caused by error incorrect comparison operators. Example less than instead of less than or equals to or starting and ending indices. Double check your loop bounds. Uninstalled variables. Uninstalled control variable without installing it can lead to unpredictable behavior. Always provide starting a value. For loop versus while loop. Choosing a right tool. When we use no iterations, unlock iterations, conditions base. Structure installation, condition, iteration in one line. We will instalize the first the program, then write the condition, and iteration means execute the program. Condition at the beginning, iteration inside the body. Common use case array traversal fixed repetition. Read file until EOF user input validation. Advanced techniques Break and continue. Break state, there are two statements. One is the break statement and one is the continue statement. Break statement immediately terminates the loop and controls resume at the statement immediately following the loop. Useful early exit conditions. Continue statement is nothing but it skips the current iteration of loop and proceeds within neat iteration, useful for bypassing specific elements. These statements provide granular controller over loop execution, allowing for many dynamic and responsive programming. Key takeaways and next steps. Mastering iteration. Understand the structure. Installation, condition, iteration components. Choose wisely. Decide between for and while loops based on your iteration needs. Practice safely. Be mindful of common errors like infinite loops and off by one mistakes. Explore further. Experiment with break and continue on next days. Continue practicing the diverse problems of solidify your understanding.